Hello everybody and welcome back to PGP Motorsports Park for the final LCQ of the season. If you notice the camera setup's a little different, it is. We once again made the pro gamer move of forgetting something before the race started, so here I am demonstrating my phone's capabilities of recording. So this is the start of the 8th LCQ of the season, and it looks like they're gridding up now. I forget to angle the camera towards the... Oh, looks like they're going real slow. Could try to get some names, possibly. Baron in second. That's Giuseppe in first. And the flags wave, and they're away. Got a lock up in the back, but so far it looks like everyone's coming into turn one, keeping it clean. Baron actually makes his way into first, possibly. I discovered my phone has a digital zoom, so we could possibly get better phone angles here. But really tightly packed at the front, and Baron's still in second, fighting, but he's lost momentum. That's Giuseppe who just took the lead, going into turn one. Baron and Samuel really fighting for second, and Colin actually finds his way in the top four as well. That's Colin and Samuel. That's Colin and Baron fighting. So the top four as of now are Giuseppe, Samuel, Colin, and Baron. Heading into turn one they go. Samuel around the outside, turns on the inside of two. Keeps second place. Colin compromised, but now has the inside. 3 wide into turn 3. That's a bold strategy. And they make it through. As you can probably tell from the weather, really warm, sunny day. No chance of rain whatsoever, so this is going to be a fitting end to the final race of the summer season. Watch them all go through turn 4. Got some battles for fourth place. That's Baron. He's got his camera mounted on the backrest. Baron's now in fourth place. Over down the front straight. Looks like Colin wants to have a move on Samuel around the outside. Good luck passing around the outside of one. Colin's frustrated, rightly so. But passing around the outside of one usually doesn't work. Wait, that's Giuseppe, not Samuel. Samuel's in the lead and he's pulling off. Giuseppe is the one who is in second. Coming around out of turn 3. He gets got a battle for second on the left side and a big squabble for fourth on the right. Lots of tires squealing. They're really pushing those carts out there. So far, Baron is doing a good job spearheading that train and maintaining his fourth place. But how long can he fend it off? If he can fend it off for the whole race, then he'll be in the final. The way the points are scored is that your lowest race of the season gets dropped. So if this is your lowest race of the season, then you're not gonna worry. Taking an inside defensive line. I don't think he has the power to pull out on the straights. That's someone. Oh! I think that's Isabel getting around the outside. And makes the move on Baron into fourth place, stealing it away. Now Baron's in the danger zone. Isabel didn't have the best heat race, but she's doing well. And Manny on the inside now. Manny in the red race suit. He told me his yellow race suit got a tear in it, which is why he can't wear it. He wants to stitch it up though. Oof. We once again have a pretty big squabble, but it's for fifth this time. It looks like Manny got the best of it, so if Manny can really hunker down, he might still have a chance to get into the final. Unfortunate for Baron, who dropped back from second all the way to sixth. Really unfortunate. Oh, looks like we have a battle going on in turn 4. Woo! Careful now. Colin made it by. That's Colin in second. Good job. I think he made a really deep dive into 4 and made it around. But can Colin hold it through bus stop? Too wide through bus stop. Really hard to do. And in the top of the world, things are getting really dicey for second place here. We have a 4-way battle for second, so the top 3 of this squabble of 4 are going to make it in the final. So basically, don't come last in the squabble of 4, all wearing similar red colors. Let's get those names updated as they cross the line. We got Samuel in first, followed by Isabel. That's Isabel who made it all the way through. Colin's now in third, and it's Giuseppe who's in fourth. Manny in fifth is the danger zone. Yeah, Manny's caught up though. So in this battle of fourth, Manny's aggressive. He's on the outside. It's gonna be too wide through 3. Let's see if he can make it work on the outside of 3. Oh, he hung it around the outside.
Oh my
and
goodness, Giuseppe left him the space, and Manny was able to claim 4th place in the LCQ.
I've been promoted to commentator. There's some co-commentary from Steven. You'll love to hear it. I am the commentator now. But yes, good job to Manny, who stuck around the outside and kept the momentum to make that move on Giuseppe.
2 squabbles, 2x2 in that S series there. I wonder if that's going to stay the same. They're going to be too wide going into that chicane right there's that bus stop, if I'm correct.
That is the bus stop chicane.
And they sort it out. They go one by one, and no one dies today.
I will say it's a little intense as he gets pushed wide. Unfortunate. Baran and William are still fighting. Yeah, it's really tricky to battle into turn 4, and that's because if you're not leaving perfect amounts of space, you may dip a tire into the grass, and that's all it takes to kill your momentum completely.
He used all of the grip and some more.
Steven, where is he going? He is... Okay. That's fine. The co-commentator, since I'm the commentator now, he has left me. He has left me up here by my lonesome. Oh, we got side-by-side action down the back straight. We even got someone going off in the back in the distance, but side-by-side, turn 4. Leaves him space. Good clean racing. I think that's actually Baran. His camera fell backwards. Oh no. We'll get a good view of the back of his cart if he uploads the video. That's unfortunate. That's one of the unfortunate dangers of having your camera mounted on your on the seat bar is that if something happens, oh, someone's off. And here comes the top 4. Still no white flag. I guess we're going the full 20 minutes. All right, our top 4 have just run away with it because here's the gap to 5th. Oh, Giuseppe in 5th is under fire by William Frazier. Oh man. Yeah, William got by Baran, and now William's getting past Giuseppe. We're gonna have some good battles into turn 4 here. I think Giuseppe is conceding the position. I think he knows he's not in a position to fight back too hard. Can't say the same for the people behind him. They are, as you can see here, coming down the front now. Oh boy. I think Isabel wants to fight for the lead. She's not going to do it in turn 1 though. This is the last lap. White flag has been waved. Here comes our top 4. Let's take a look at our leaders. Isabel around the outside of turn 3, Samuel on the inside. Samuel's been spearheading this race comfortably, but it looks like Isabel has the pace to catch up. How hard do they want to fight? If they crash now, they're going to give up everything. This is the last race of the season, well, last LCQ of the season. Isabel backs out. I don't think she wants to take any big risks into 4, knowing that if she just stays where she's at now, she's in the final. In fact, as long as these 4 finish the race, they're clean to move on to the final. I mean, at this point, they're just fighting for a better starting position, marginally, in the final. Ooh, that was some 3-wide action into turn 5. See how that pans out. I'll keep another eye out, but it looks like that top 4 battle has completely evened out. So we could just get some good card battles going on. As they go over top of the world in the light bulb, the wind's picking up. Sorry if my microphone can't handle that. But here come our finalists now. Oh, we might have a photo finish to the line. Oh boy, things are getting messy at the last second. That's too close to call. But congratulations to these 4 who made it into the from the LCQ into the final. That would be Samuel, Manny, Isabel, and Colin. Good job. And we will see you in the final.
Hello everyone and welcome to the final. We now have our regular setup here with our microphones and not a phone, and we're actually able to both provide our commentary and we get UI.
Yep, the UI will be coming in lap 2. But what's coming now is the fact that we have a 5-way battle for the lead of the championship. Yes, that's right, a 5-way battle for the championship. And spearheading that battle is Paulo Pettini and Stevenballard. It's actually these two that are gunning for the championship win, and they are both starting on the front row. Also in championship contention is Sergey, and I'm really hoping Sebastian's in the mix. He had a good heat as well. Those are 4 of the 5 championship leaders. But we will... Spencer's also in there, and he's starting in 5th. So we do have most, if not all... Oh, that's Alex in 3rd! Yeah, Alex is going to shake things up.
And the flag is up. And the flag's waved in their way. All 24 carts are going on to start the final race of the summer season. This is the final race, is the final chance to score the points and the final chance to shake up the championship. As Jeff was mentioning earlier, there's 5 racers here in contention for the lead of the whole season. And they're probably all fighting here right now in that squabble of 5 as they're looking for any position that they can get in these sequence of hairpins. There's lots of potential different lines that you can take, and they're all fast and they're all competitive. But we have a little bit of a breakaway with the top 2 of Paulo, and it looks like Stevenballard. But Paulo's going to make a move on the inside already to claim the lead of the race, and there's so many people behind him, and they all make their way through.
That was perfect execution from Paulo. He saw the gap in turn 4, and he took it. That was perfect braking by Paulo. Steven pushed as hard as he could, but Paulo very bold on the brakes. Steven knowing that Paulo not only is capable of those moves, but that was extremely high risk, high reward. Paulo now leads the race and the championship, and Steven is going to do everything he can to win this race. Alex is still doing well in 3rd. He actually gained a position. So, funny story, Alex has only been seriously racing here for about a year. And the fact that he is in 3rd place right now, huge testament to how much he's improved. And Sergey's in 4th, Davidson 5th, the Rainmeister Scott in 6th, and Sebastian fighting the Rainmeister for 6th place. Sebastian's another one of those championship contenders. He does not want to be that far back in the pack if he wants any chance to win this championship, as he makes his way past Scott. Really good play by Sebastian there, but he's going to have to really fight all the way up to the lead of the race if he wants to win this championship. Everything's to the line. You have to win the race if you want to win the championship. That's my best Will Buxton impression. As they come into turn 4, Paulo still leads. Steven right behind him on his tail, and Alex just getting the best view of the house of these top 3 as we see everyone else line up just trying to make the best they can of the last race of the season.
And I believe that's Sergey in 4th, right?
That is Sergey in 4th.
That's going to be quite the challenge to overcome if anyone wants to get even near to that podium.
I don't think Sergey's going to want to be defensive today. Sergey's one of the championship contenders. Sergey needs to win this race, but unfortunately...
now he's surrounded on both sides.
He just gets swallowed up. It looks like Sergey doesn't have the pace today, and that's really unfortunate. We're going to see Sergey trains, and we're going to see a lot of aggression to get by Sergey, as Sebastian makes it by Sergey. Sebastian really needs to catch right up to Alex and the group. Sergey's holding everyone up. Sergey is holding up the championship. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's definitely isolating these top 3 here. Is Alex also in contention for the championship?
What was that? Sorry.
Is Alex also in contention for the championship?
Alex who is currently in third, is not. Alex is just in contention to take home a huge haul of points and probably catapult himself in the standings. So, Alex, while he's normally a finalist, he's not usually one of the front runners. So this is really going to help Alex's championship standing, and I'm sure he's going to be delighted to know he's taking home over a huge haul of points over his rivals today.
Yeah, and the mid-pack is just so busy right now. It's honestly looking like a NASCAR road race with just how thick that pack is and how intense it looks like the racing to be, especially around top of the world here, as we see multiple people go too wide, just trying to jockey for any position possible. Like, it is just really intense in this mid-pack. It would be tough to keep up that battle in this heat, in these conditions.
Yeah, one of the reasons the mid-pack is so tight is because Sergey is being one of the forks in the road. Sergey gets passed by Davidson. So Sergey can't hold on to this forever. Yeah, Sergey does not have the pace today. Unfortunately, that does mean that Sergey most likely will not win the championship, but he'll still have a really good championship standing as long as he could take home as many points as he can. Unfortunately for Sergey, most of his rivals are ahead of him. So due to the obfuscating nature of the points system, how your lowest races drop, it's not immediately clear how this is going to affect the championship. And where
the Rainmeister's able to sneak up on the inside and compromise Sergey's line, but Sergey's able to just hold that next inside line there. And he does not lose the position, but he definitely kicks things off and causes a ripple effect behind as more battles just blow up behind.
Yeah, this huge train of cars means everyone up behind can battle, and the fact that they're all battling to their heart's content, you'll love to see it.
And it looks like Steven has just been stuck behind Paulo this whole time. He is right on his bumper, but either he hasn't chosen to make a move or he just isn't able to make a move in this direction.
I don't think it's either of those things. I think Steven is scoping out Paulo, and he's going to ride Paulo all the way to the white flag, build up a gap to Alex behind, and when Steven pulls the trigger, it's all or nothing, because he doesn't want to give Paulo a chance to retaliate and take the lead of the race. That said, really good display from our front runners here. Scott got past Sergey, and unfortunately, if one brick wall wasn't enough, we now have two masters of defense holding up the whole field. I mean, holding up makes it sound bad, but the fact of the matter is, passing Sergey or Scott, it takes everything. And Randy Cole is giving everything.
But the moves are going to be thrown anyways, and it's Scott that's caught out the most as he just crashes back and gets overtaken by two people. He's going to try to hold on to whatever he can, but he's stuck on the outside for this next sequence of turns, and he's going to lose more. I think he just lost five positions. Nope, just 4 positions in that fight there.
All this battling has been so intense, I forgot to get the UI up. There it is. So we could see the amount of laps that have elapsed, as well as everybody's standings. So in the mix was like James Kemp. James is. I mean, you can. Sorry for cutting myself off there, but we could see just how far everyone has gapped. Yeah, we got the gaps on screen now. The top group is over 5 seconds beyond the rest of the pack. So unfortunately, this is starting to look like the championship is kind of settling down, dare I say it. Steven Barrett dropped back a little bit. I don't know what happened, if that was a mistake.
If I had to guess, he probably tried to throw a move to overtake Paulo, but wasn't able to succeed and lost all his time to that. And then since he fell off the slipstream, that allowed third place of Alex to catch up.
Yeah, and Alex is now badgering Steven. Alex has the least to lose here. Alex may fight for second place. And this is, I like to call it big boy territory. And while Alex has demonstrated that he can race up with the front runners, it takes a different mindset and a different skill set to handle racing in the top pack as opposed to racing in the mid pack. And the level of patience Alex is demonstrating here is superb. And it looks like they're going to cooperate. So what happened there is Steven sent a hand signal to Alex, who's behind, let's catch Paulo. That's what he wants. And it looks like Alex is going to obey, and they're just going to push each other up, and they're all going to fight for the win of the race. As I can see, Alex is bump drafting Steven, and we still have a race on our hand. Paulo's win is not secured. He's going to have to work for it. The people behind him know that they don't want to let him get away. If Paulo gets away, that's it. But they're not going to let him get away. They're not going to fight each other. And I'm sure Sebastian knows this too. Sebastian caught up, and the top 4 is not over yet. Sebastian's going to push Alex. He's going to push...
and it looks like that gap is indeed slowly closing. We got an intense battle on our hands here, especially now that Sebastian has caught up.
Yeah,
we'll see if they're able to push each other up to Paulo there. And with that gap steadily declining, we'll see if Paulo's able to hold off 3 different racers that are all going to be trying to make their own moves.
I really hate to say this, but in focusing in the top 4, so much action has happened in the back. Sergey has dropped all the way to 9th. Ouch. That hurts to see. One of the championship contenders is all the way in 9th. He just doesn't have the pace today. And it's really unfortunate. And behind him is Spencer. Oh no, Spencer's also another championship contender. Yikes! Half the championship contenders are fighting for 9th place. This is wild.
Spencer does not win that though. He falls back almost 2 places in that move, but he is able to reclaim them back. But now there's just a huge pack just squabbling all around him, and he will not be able to take his favorite lines.
So while we're focused on all the action, the top 4 have settled in, and it's just a pace race for the top 4. Let's all focus on this huge squabble going into turn 4. Turn 4. Spearheading that squabble is Kirk. Kirk made his way through. So in this giant train, let me see if I can pull up some names. We got
3
Kirk,
wide through
Sergey.
there.
Yeah, Kirk, Sergey, William Yee, Spencer. Oh, it's so hard to tell from this distance.
Things have really kicked off back here as they were going 3 wide through those series of corners there. And it's only in top of the world in which they somewhat settle, but I still see some 2 wide action going on back there. The moves are not yet quite done. And then there it is as they finalize the train.
Yeah, they're all going up. So,
of course, never mind that. It looks like we have a move being thrown.
Yep, in the front. Good catch. Sebastian's throwing move on Alex. Sebastian's getting impatient, which he has every right to be impatient. And Sebastian knows he could probably get by Alex and catch up to Steven, sorry.
Sebastian is not quite able to get past. He's just shown the door, shown the non-racing line. Once the move was thrown, the disguise was thrown, and he just wasn't going to let him pass.
Really good defense by Alex. Alex did not compromise his pace, and we now have a 4-way battle for the lead. Update in the back, Sergey continues to defend and lost a position to William Yee. Really unfortunate for Sergey. Sergey not having a good close to his season.
Yeah,
Hopefully this is his worst race, and this gets dropped, and he maintains top 5 in the championship. This might actually be his worst race, so this might not count for Sergey.
Yeah, earlier this race I saw that he was doing a technique in which he was leaning on the other side of the cart from the engine to just try to give it as much juice as possible, as much horsepower as possible, not bog it down, because he just realized he just didn't have that straight line pace. He just needed anything.
Going into turn 1. That is Randy overtaking Davidson on the straight. So, to explain the point system here, everyone, if you finish the race, you get points. If you finish higher, you get more points. There are 8 races in the season, and the lowest scoring race of yours gets dropped. If you don't race, then that counts as a 0. And so you can race 7 of the 8 races and still get full points. It's just more advantageous to race all 8 races so that your lowest score gets dropped. Paulo, this is his 7th of 8 races of the season because he missed the last race. So it is not clear who is exactly where after the drop. And I think that's wonderful in the point system for many reasons. One of them being if you get sick or you have to miss a race, that's fine. You're still in championship contention. It also makes it really hard to tell where exactly you are in the championship, because until all the points are calculated and your lowest race is dropped, it's not inherently clear if winning the race is really going to get you the championship, which is why I can't tell if Paulo wins, it's most likely he's going to win the championship, but it's not guaranteed. But Paulo is looking very good to maintain his championship lead and win it if he wins this race, because he'll be taking home the maximum of 200 points. Well, it has not been a perfect season for Paulo, though. We have multiple different race winners. 3 wide in turn 2. Good, you got it on camera.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. My eyes have been focused on the top 4, but it looks like we're focusing on where the action is. The top 4 are in a line, and it's just a pressure cooker in the top 4. But it's an even bigger pressure cooker in the back. Someone dipped a tire in the grass. Big dust cloud, but they all make it through. Going into turn 4, here we go. 2x2x2.
Oh, and there it is.
Somebody gets shown the door. Ah, unfortunate. I can't tell who that is, though. They're wearing... It's one of the red maroon shirts out here. Samuel, I believe. That's Samuel. Got pushed into the grass. Really unfortunate. He is now back to where he left off in the LCQ. So he technically didn't lose anything. He's at a net where he was, which kind of sucks if you gain positions. Top 4 have not changed at all. They're still keeping it really tight down the front. And really good on the top 3, taking defensive lines. Sebastian sniffing on the outside, seeing if he can get by Alex, making a cheeky move. He knows he has the better momentum, and he's going to go around the outside. This is going to make it 2 wide through 3, but they keep it clean. Alex maintains his position. Can Sebastian get that better momentum? It doesn't look like it. That was really controlled aggression from... Just kidding.
But no, Sebastian's on the inside.
From Sebastian. Sebastian is done waiting, and he takes 3rd place away from Alex.
Of course, that drops him back from Steven there, but that's just what happens when you race. You tend to lose time as you take less optimal lines, but he does get that position, and now he gets to have a crack at the Steven Paulo slipstream train that's going on up there, unless Alex has a return move in mind to send shortly after.
I think that was a good play by Sebastian, because he knows that they've been catching up to Paulo anyways. He might as well make the move now and take this time to catch up to Paulo. It all depends if Alex is going to fight back super hard and hold him back. If I were Alex, I'd hold on till maybe the final or penultimate lap to try to take the spot back. But all things considered, 4th place, still a good spot. You don't get a trophy. You don't get that podium. Final lap. Everything I just said is going to come into play now. White flag is out. We got 2x2 coming down the front. And the pass was just made down the front straight. Some more fighting into turn 1. Dang, all the cars, everyone's exploding into a battle. They know it's the final lap. This is the last chance of the season to score more points than you got.
Sebastian's able to sneak around to the outside, but Steven has that inside defensive line. That's probably Sebastian's best opportunity there, just wrong side of the track. And I think unless Steven doesn't make any mistakes here, or maybe perhaps in the final straight, Sebastian can have something to take second from Steven. And it looks like they're just fighting for that next spot of the podium as Paulo is just allowed to run away with it. None of them are nearly close enough.
Yeah, I think it's fair play on Sebastian. I think Sebastian's doing the right things. Sebastian's purposely being aggressive. It's the last lap. If you're going to be aggressive, now's the time. There's no point in waiting because there's no more race after this couple corners.
Yep. As they round the last few corners of roller coaster, Paulo will
there was
be looking
contact
to
in roller
secure a
coaster,
spot.
but
Sebastian got compromised through there, and so this settles it. Paulo wins the final race of the summer season and wins the championship, with Steven coming in second, Sebastian third, Alex fourth, and then everything falls into place after that. With such a huge gap they were able to manage there. As we get to the main pack here, as we get more 3-wide action across the line. Very close finish for these people right there. As the rest of the 24 carts come into it, it was a very, very chaotic race. Of course, the top 4 were very clinical with it, cinched their position, and we'll see you for the podium ceremony for not only this race, but for the summer season proper. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you there.
Guys, thanks again for a good season. It's the spring, summer season. Like I said, we're going to start with today's race, and then we'll do the podium for the season. All right, today in third, the best lap time of a 78.854, Sebastian Elizalde. And second, 79.012, Stephen Barrett. And with the best lap time of a 79.027, Paulo Patini.
I think this is the exact order. It's literally all third, 3 seconds, you third.
All right, and for the season, points with 1,190 points, Sebastian.
Woo!
And second with 1,245, Steven.
Damn. So close.
And with 1,320, Paulo.
Wait, we've got the double podium today.
Not enough flair.
Do you care about Flair?
Not really. I do.
All right, well, I'm going to Photoshop both of you really short.